Here we go.
Oh, jeez.
Hello, today we have another headache success story. Miss Tamara, we'll call her. And Tamara, we're going to have you tell your story. I'm going to ask you a few questions. I'm Dr. Smith again, and we decided to tell you all what's been going on. So this is after surgery, but Tamara, tell me about your headache pain.
Well, my headache pain has been going on for about 2-3 years, on and off. It gets worse around my cycle time with migraines and everything. It's a constant strain pain, which also takes me away from my work. I have been to several neurologists, OBGYNs, chiropractors, you name it. I've tried everything to find out what was causing these headaches.
Did anything help? Medications or?
Well, I didn't want to try a lot of medications. I didn't want to go to antidepressants and things like that because I wanted to find the solution to what's causing my headaches.
Okay.
However, I would go to the chiropractor, they would release the tension and so forth after the migraines because the back of my neck and my shoulders would all tense up.
All right. Well, tell me, so you had the headaches for 2 years. Mm-hmm. Had you had an accident or anything that might have caused you to hit your nose that you can recall?
Well, over 7 years ago, I had fell off a horse, but the top of my head had touched my shoulder. Mm-hmm. Pretty much everybody thought I broke my neck. Mm-hmm. But from that point on, I've had headaches throughout, but nothing compared to the last few years where it's turned into several migraines, and especially right around my cycle time. That's why I was thinking it was hormonal. Mm-hmm. But
did the doctors tell you you had migraines? Did they give you that diagnosis?
Yes, from the signs and symptoms I've given them. However, we've done several testings of MRIs, CT scans, and everything from my head into my back, into my neck, and they still couldn't find anything causing it. Of course, they were looking for clots and so forth, but they couldn't find anything. How did
the pain affect your work? What type of work do you do, first of all?
Oh, boy. I'm an appraiser, mm-hmm. So I'm out a lot in the area, mm-hmm. between whether the weather's cold, hot, dry, humid. So that takes a lot of effect on the weather towards me. Now, I've never had sinuses or allergies in my entire life, mm-hmm. and not even growing up, so I didn't know what was causing it. But once I do get the headaches on an everyday basis, I struggled with it. I'd be taking Tylenol or Advil or something on an everyday basis just to get rid of it, mm-hmm. other than when my cycle came. When my cycle came, it seemed to hit twice as hard, and I would have a migraine up to about 72 hours.
Tell me, had you ever gone to the emergency room because of this?
Yes, I sure have. I've been going to the urgent care and emergency 2 or 3 times in the last probably 3 months. It's gotten really worse. I mean, it just came to a point to where I needed to find out what I needed to do. If not, I was at a point to where I was just like so frustrated and giving up. A Dr. Wright, which was a neurologist, had actually asked me to go see a headache specialist, which was Dr. Kevin Smith, which was you.
Okay, so that's how you got to see me.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about the first time you saw me and how you felt after you left. Be honest.
Oh, be honest. Okay. Well, I thought Dr. Smith was actually crazy because I've never had sinuses or allergies in my entire life. So when I left, I kept telling myself, this is nuts. This can't be what's happening, what's going on. So he said to wait till he got the CT scan. He was going to look at it and just give him the opportunity and chance to see what's going on. Of course, my husband told me the same thing. Mm-hmm. Tammy, we've tried everything. Give him the opportunity to take a look at it. And that's what I did. So now I'm here today with the facts that my headaches have gotten a heck of a lot better, and I can breathe a lot more, which is really weird because I thought I could breathe perfectly fine before.
Right. How long has it been since the surgery?
It has now been, what's it been? 3 weeks?
3 weeks since the surgery.
3 weeks.
And
that's prior to there was 2 weeks prior to that. I did the first ablation with the balloon.
Yes.
And then 2 weeks later I came in and did the surgery. Right.
So you did the balloon sinuplasty first, mm-hmm. and then you had your septoplasty done, yes. After that. And what would you say to, so you still having, I think you told us you're still having a little mild headache, but have you had a migraine yet? And you say you're on your cycle, right? Let's hear about that.
Yeah, I know. I haven't had a migraine yet. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for that. Today would actually be the day I would have one because it's like the 5th day from my cycle. And I've had just a bit of a light headache. Nothing different from since the surgery, which is a good thing. But in my back of my head, I'm expecting it, but hopefully not.
Nah.
But overall, there's a big difference.
What would you say to people out there like you who are trying to find a solution, who are suffering needlessly, who are just looking for an answer?
If you're looking for an answer and you've gone to neurologists and you've gone to regular doctors, your OBGYNs, or whatever the situation is, and you still can't find the problem, then you might want to come down and see Dr. Kevin Smith for the headaches and see if he can't find out what's going on. See if it's got something to do with your nasals, your sinuses, if you have sinuses or allergies. And if you do, definitely come in and see him, even though with a person like me that doesn't have it. I've never had it.
That's a good point. You don't have to have sinus problems for it to be the problem.
Correct. That's what I found out.
That's right. Well, good. Well, thank you so much for the interview. We appreciate it. Let's see if your husband has something to say.